Hello, hello. I'm Coin Maker from coinringmaker.com, and in today's live, we're going to be making this half ounce fine silver, don't tread on me round, into a size 7.75 coin ring. It's gonna be pretty cool. I really like making these into rings. It's one of my favorites. I really like the variety of detail, as well as all the stars, and the text is really nice and bold. Just makes a really nice ring. If anybody wants to get one of these, you can visit coinringmaker.com or the little gold chain at the bottom of the screen down here. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. First thing we need to do is punch a hole in our coin. So we're going to get that set up here. If you guys have any questions while I work on this, feel free to put them in the chat. And if you're enjoying this live, make sure to tap the screen a couple times. Put a little buffer between the coin and the tool. Helps preserve the details a little bit. And then we're just going to hammer this punch right on through the middle. There is our center punch. Let's see how our coin's looking. Y'all don't be shy. Tap the screen if you're enjoying the live. It's okay. And there is our coin so far. Now the next step is to clean up this inside edge right there. You can see it's a little rough and sharp. What I'm going to do is take a deburring tool and clean that up real quick. While I do that, I am going to point you guys to the little gold chain at the bottom of the screen. It will just take you directly to my shop website. So if you guys want to see like what my rings look like when they're finished, or what kind of rings I make, how much they cost, you can answer all those questions by tapping that little gold chain. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching. Very nice. There we go. I do like to hit it with a little bit of steel wool just to make sure it is nice and smooth. So I'll buff it out a little bit. I think you guys are tapping the screen. That's really nice and smooth in there. Looks good. Next step is to anneal the coins. We're going to heat this up with our torch. And that's going to make the silver a little softer, a little more pliable, and easier to shape into a ring. You do want to be a little careful when annealing fine silver. If you overheat it, it can start to blister on the surface, and there's no real good way to get rid of those defects once they're there. This should be pretty good. Take a good look at our coins so far. Now we're going to start folding it. How's it going, Splash? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful weather today, again. So my day's going pretty dang good. Give it a good first fold. It's been a minute since I've made one of these Don't Tread on Me half-ounce rounds. I really like how these come out. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, Splash. That was cool. Y'all give Splash a follow if you're not yet. Pretty cool TikTok account. I can feel it work hardening a bit. So we're going to go ahead and anneal this again. Whoop. Go ahead and smooth this cut edge a little bit before we stretch it anymore. Nice. If you guys want to check out the shop, you can tap the little gold chain at the bottom of the screen. If you have any questions, let me know. take it over here to the ring stretcher. I do wonder what size it is right now. So yeah, it's just above size 8. We're just kind of stretching it out to get a bit of a better shape on it. And now that we've done that, we can start reducing it. So I'm going to grab some tape here. This is Blue Monster PTFE tape. This is just a bit of a buffer between the ring and the dies we're about to use. Helps preserve the details on the ring. So I'm just going to wrap that up real nice. Beautiful. And then we gotta find the right size reduction die. That looks like it should work pretty good. Now we just gotta find the right size pusher. That one's too big. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you just joined in, I'm a coin ring maker. I make coins into rings. Today we're working on a 1/2 ounce fine silver Don't Tread on Me round. It's pretty cool. You can see we got it a little smaller in there. Put a little more tape on it and then flip it over the other way. There's how it's looking. And usually when you push on one side, the other side flares out a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and correct that flaring by reducing it the same way I did the first time. Just flip it back over one more time. Sometimes your ring gets stuck in this die. You gotta give it a little push. There we go. All right, let's take this tape off, see how it's looking. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over one more time. All right, let's take a look. That's looking sharp. Very nice. Right now, still a little too large. We're shooting for 7 3/4. But while we've got it in this nice shape, what I'm gonna do is look on the inside right here. There's a bit of a lip, bit of raised metal right there. We're gonna cut that away so the inside of the band is nice and even all the way through. That little lip can be a bit uncomfortable. How many rings can I make in an hour? It really depends on the coin I'm working on. So the first year I made coin rings, I only focused on quarters, so I got really good at those. I could probably make a quarter coin ring in 10 to 20 minutes, whereas larger coins are just going to take longer. And like with a Morgan dollar, those are really, really tough big coins, so they can take up to 2 hours depending on the size it needs to be. So it's pretty variable. Every coin ring is different. Some of them are super quick and easy, and some of them fight you the whole way. Franklin half dollars are really tricky. So the Franklin half dollars have 2 really pronounced details on them, which basically means that the thickness of the coin on those details is like sticking out much further than most other coins. Franklin's forehead and the bell on the back. So there's like thin parts on the coin and there's really thick parts. And when you try and fold and manipulate it into a ring, it has a tendency to just get really wonky or fold unevenly. You have to do a lot of correction to account for like the difference in thickness of a Franklin half dollar. I've gotten pretty good at it over the years, but the first few were rough. But do forgive me, this part does take a little while, so if you're a little bored with me deburring, I invite you to click the gold chain down here and check out the shop. If you have any questions, let me know. Feels pretty good. So you can see there's some, so I used 2 different blades. One removes a bunch of material but kind of leaves these ruts, and then another one doesn't remove as much material, but it cuts much smoother. So I'm going to finish this up with the smoother one and get rid of all those ruts. long have I been using this blade? I changed both of them about a week ago. So they're both pretty new, but they're different brands, and they have slightly different angles. Nice. Now, sitting at a nice 9.5, so we've got, go down here, a little less than 2 sizes reduction. 1 3/4 sizes we must reduce. So let's throw some more tape on it. Need to find a better way to organize. That should work. That's a tiny little hole. All down here real quick. There we go. Let me take this tape off over here. I love this tape, but sometimes it is a bit much to remove. There we go. So pretty. And we're actually really close to our target size. We're like half, a quarter size off, an eighth the size off. I'll slightly stretch it. And that's it on the nose right there. Perfection. What a pretty ring. Let's go polish this up a little bit. Yes, yes. 'Twas a coin. Not anymore. Maybe. I've made a lot of rings. There's a good chance I made hers. Is it pretty? If it's not pretty, it's probably not mine. But I don't know. There's quite a few coin ring makers out there. So maybe, maybe not. The other day, I wish I could give you a clear answer. This month, I think I've made close to 200 rings. So it's a bit hard to say. Ain't that pretty? Pretty cool. Alright guys, I'm going to hop off of here for a little bit. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button so you can catch me next time I go live. Hope you all have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Peace.